Afternoon guys, it's the Wiltshire Rider here, just out and about on the bike, just taking in some of this lovely weather. It's very windy today, that's the only thing. I'm actually in Chippensbury, which is in Wiltshire, and I've just gone through Castle Combe Village and Castle Combe Racetrack. Lovely house over there, but I don't think the camera picks it up that well. It's gorgeous farmhouse. So, update. I've recently nice Triumph. No, it's not. It's a Royal Enfield. What am I about? I've recently told you about my new brake pads. Not pads. New brake. What are these called? Hoses. Didn't fix the sticky bike. Didn't stick. I can't even talk today. These brake hoses are new, braided. They didn't fix the sticking brake pad, and my brake was getting absolutely red hot. New back tyre, 240 quid fitted. It's gone up a lot since COVID. Last tyre I bought was £181, so you know it's gone up quite a bit. Hoses were 72 quid, and I asked my mate Andy at ACF Auto in Wiltshire to fit them because, as I constantly say in my videos, this bike is my main mode of transport, so if it's off the road for too long it makes life difficult. So he fitted those for me. I fitted some sintered pads, new pads, because the brake was rubbing so it wore out the old pads, and as you can see there's a little bit of wear on the disc, but it's still okay. Funny story for all you men out there who think you know better than manufacturers or manuals, etc. So this bike has linked brakes, which means when you use the front brake, the back brake comes on with one piston. When you press the back brake, the front brake comes on with one piston. Things so every time we've done something to the brakes, we've bled them. And I've never read the manual. I've read the manual about the brakes, but I never really read the manual about bleeding the brakes, thinking I knew better. And it turns out you have two nipples on each brake caliper, and you have to do them in a special sequence. So on this bike, if you've got a Varadero 1000 with combined brakes, you have to firstly bleed the left top nipple, and you have to use a vacuum pump and get someone to pump the front brake lever at the same time. Then you have to do firstly you start on the right hand bleed nipple, then the left hand bleed nipple, then you come back to this bleed nipple down here, and you have to pump the back brake and use a suction pump. Then you have to do the other side, then you have to do the same on the back. And lo and behold, I had so much air in my brake system, it was unbelievable. More like an oxygen pipe than a brake pipe. It was bubbles everywhere. So we spent an hour. It is a two-man job. We spent an hour bleeding the brakes in sequence as per the manual. It's only taken us 2 years to read the manual, so not too bad. I've got the most uprated brake system in the world now. I've replaced every master cylinder, all the brake pads, I've replaced all the seals, all the pistons, but I never bled the brakes in sequence, so my brakes have always had air in, and they've always been a little bit spongy, especially the back brake. When I press the back brake on its own, it was going down more than it should. When I used the brakes together, they were rock hard, but then when I let the front brake off, the back brake would go down to the floor again. So I obviously had air in the system, I couldn't work out how to get it out. So, lesson learned, read the manual, look at the manufacturer's recommendations, they're there for a reason. I still maintain, have a go at things yourself. Get things sorted yourself that you think are within your capabilities. And if they're not, then find someone you can trust to help you or do it for you. Sorry I didn't video any of this. My camera, the battery has completely died on my Drift Ghost camera, so I need to save up and buy a new camera. So I'll keep doing videos as and when I can. It's a beautiful day today, as I said. It's just a bit windy, so hopefully when I edit this the sound will be okay. So now guys, fingers crossed, my brakes are done. They're sorted. I've just been riding for about an hour and a half. The back brake isn't hot at all. It's slightly warm, which it should be. Brakes do warm up when you use them, obviously. But I'm hoping that's sorted now. The front and back brake work lovely as they should. There's no sponginess. They work perfectly. So I'm well pleased. So yes, for all you men out there, read the manual for God's sake. It'll save you a lot of hard work in the end. Anyway guys, we're just going to take in a little bit more of this view, and then I'm going to crack on. I'm going to go for a ride up through Tetbury, round Cirencester and back down to my hometown of Wiltshire. Have a fantastic weekend. See you soon. Bye bye.